Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's a little early yet. Coming down to make some coffee. Juan's gonna be headed over here real soon. We're gonna do the we're gonna see how the seat dye works on the GLI seats. So that'll be cool. But gotta start the day off coffee. So you guys remember, a subscriber sent this to me. This is his company. Sorry, maybe I gotta turn my eyes up a little bit. There you go. Oh, it's so not good. Oh, let me turn the light on in here. It should be better. There we go. All right. Okri Royale. I'm telling you, y'all. It's almost empty. About to grind some more. Really, this is some of the best coffee I've had in a really long time. Smells unbelievable, but let's wake up. Let's get some energy juice. Here we go. Angie's mine. All right, guys, I'm gonna get Angie her morning coffee. I'm gonna go ahead and have my Dixie cup of morning coffee. Seriously, you guys, please, not paying me anything. Go check these guys out for real. Link in the description. Order some coffee. Company is in the US. It's veteran owned. Go support them, guys. All right, if you guys are ready to see how this dye is gonna come out on these seats, stick around and we'll be back with you in a minute. See you soon.
That's for sure.
All right, guys, Juan just pulled up. You guys remember Juan from our Mount Baker cruise, which was super fun. You guys did not get to see his Passat, which is a freaking banger, by the way, like straight stormtrooped out. I don't want to brag, but I did place these H&R graphics, so yeah, lots of work on this. I'm just kidding, but dude, this thing's a banger, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
If y'all don't already follow him, I will post his Instagram right here. Go give him a follow. And if you don't remember this car from my Instagram, we did a really cool photo shoot with this car. So check it out. But reason why Juan came today is Juan has actually dyed a number of interiors.
Probably I've done 4 of my own.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
So I thought he was the perfect person to come over and compare because he usually uses Duplicolor, right?
Yep. That's all I've ever used is Duplicolor.
Okay.
I stand behind it.
Okay.
And we're gonna put it up against Rust-Oleum.
Sounds great. So I went and ordered a bunch of this Rust-Oleum because I kind of already told you guys what my plan was to try this on the GLI seats. Now this is a donor seat that I got because the slider on my driver's seat was broken. So I actually got this. I bought other parts from this guy, so he threw this in for free. So it was a great deal for me. So I went ahead and cleaned it up 2 days ago in preparation. So we're probably going to tape off a separate section so we know which is the Rust-Oleum, which is the Duplicolor, and then we're going to do a comparison. So we're going to go ahead and set it up. If you guys have ever thought about dyeing anything on the interior of your car, this is the video for you. Stay tuned. We'll see you in a minute. All right, guys, so we kind of reassessed how I had taped this out. I kind of was going to do a half and half, but we're still going to do half and half, so I just went ahead and took off the cardboard on one side. So we're literally going to do Juan's Duplicolor on this side, my Rust-Oleum on this side, and then we'll have that factory strip right down the middle so we can do a side-by-side comparison. So stay tuned. We're going to start shooting it. Time lapse. Cue it now. All right, guys, so we just went ahead. Juan did his side, I did my side. We did coat number 1 here, and so far so good. I would say looks pretty similar so far. Yeah, like the two finishes. I think we'll obviously get to see a little more the more coats that we get. Generally, how many coats have you done on stuff you've done? Right?
I mean, it's just really as many as you want. You can do it to your applied color, whether you want a light color. You can do less if you want it extremely dark. Just load it up. I did the headliner and pillars on that. That was about 6 cans in that.
Let's take a look, man. Let's totally see. So we got the gray leather. And here we go, man. Yeah, looks so much better.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was 6 cans right there.
Yeah, it looks good. And you did this in the car, right?
Right in the car.
That's so crazy, bro.
Yeah. just sent it.
Bro, yeah, full send. But man, the black roof on this white carbon on this. If you know me at all, like stormtrooped colorway, it's classic. It's timeless, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll ever go out of style. And this, man, you just never see Passats like this. Anyway, we're doing seats. So, anyway. We're gonna kick it for a minute, chill and talk, and then we're gonna come back in here, lay down coat number 2. We'll keep you guys up to date, how many coats we're on, and what it's looking like. See you in a minute. All right, guys, so here we are. This is 2 coats on each side. And dude, I think it's looking pretty similar on both sides. Like, I'm not seeing a huge difference between the two, are you?
No, they're looking pretty similar. It looks a heck of a lot better than this.
Yeah,
all that gray stitching is now really nice deep black.
Yeah. And really, like, the camera's capturing it pretty well. Like, you're still getting that stripe depth, but it's just eliminating that, like, real light colored stitching, which even on here, I'm trying to, like, get over the corner so you can see the stitching difference. And it's, like, from here to here. See? Like, you can noticeably see that silverish white stitching. We're covering that up just so we know, like, we're not doing the back, obviously, like, because who cares? It's black. It'll obviously come out black, but this round I'm gonna let Juan spray the Rust-Oleum, and I'm gonna spray Juan's Duplicolor, and we're gonna compare kind of spray patterns and how the can feels, because like I said, Juan has done this so many times, but he's never used Rust-Oleum, right?
Never used anything else.
Only Duplicolor. So that's why I was like, Juan is the perfect guy to film this with. So we're gonna go ahead and do coat number 3, and then I'll check in with you with the results. Actually, this guy here.
Sprays really well.
Yeah.
This can, yeah. You can kind of point and just it goes exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't have a huge like wide spray pattern.
No, not at all.
So,
That's
like,
one thing with that.
overspray.
It's very. I mean, you look at the side that I was spraying with
it's
and
a
the
lot
spray you
wider.
were. Yeah.
Because I was holding that, you guys could see I was holding that cardboard for Juan, so we didn't have overspray. But like this one, like I didn't even need him to hold it for me. Like it's got a really tight spray pattern. So
Yeah. No, nice.
feels good. All right.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
It just keeps getting.
All right, guys, so we got 3 coats in. We switched off, as you saw. What did you think about the difference, bro?
I will say the Rust-Oleum can is a lot more controlled. The spray. Duplicolor, it's a little bit more wild. You got to pay more attention. The Rust-Oleum, I mean, you can really just point it and it goes exactly.
You can guys see the difference in the tips here too, like because the Duplicolor. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's on the run.
You can see though, like how it's got like the more fine tip. And I noticed when I was spraying this that even after I was done spraying, it was like spitting a little bit. So, like Juan said, like the spray pattern's way wider, and it's way harder to control. I feel like you're getting a more even coating with the Rust-Oleum. And then, okay, so how much do you pay for a can of Duplicolor?
Duplicolor is about $7.99 a can.
Okay, so probably $7 to $10.
Right
I would say,
there,
right on a retailer. So I got the Rust-Oleum on Amazon. I think it was on sale for $3.50 a can, which is crazy. But I think it's probably, I would say retailers, it's probably pretty comparable. I would say it's probably going to be in the $6 to $9 range. But I mean, they're direct competitors, so that's why we're doing this. So you guys, if you've ever thought about it, and I kind of hadn't, but then like the seats are just so good. Like, so here's one of my factory seats. You guys have totally seen them before, but like there's like no bolster wear on them. They look like great seats. They just look stained and dirty. So that's kind of the idea. If we can hit these with dye and make them look like new, like I'm all about it. And like you can see the difference here. It's actually turning out really good. So that's 3 coats in.
Yeah.
About to do 4.
About to do 4.
And then we'll check back in with you guys. Stay with us. I agree, dude. So here's after coat 4. Obviously we just sprayed it, it's still wet, but yo, it's looking good. Like me and Juan are both super excited to pull this tape off when we're done and like look at the comparison side by side. We did kind of feel it a little bit. I think both of our feeling is that the Rust-Oleum feels a little maybe like stiffer and more rough to the touch on this side. But I mean, again, we're gonna see what we're getting to for finished product, how many coats, and it could even vary like heaviness of coats, time in between coats, like giving it time. But it's plenty breezy out here, so it feels really good. It hasn't been coming off when we've been touching it in between coats. So yeah, I think, I mean just look at the seat compared to like the upper. It's almost like a black monochrome. It's not even just like making everything uniformly black. It's like giving it depth. Yeah, it's totally giving it depth in the stitching. But see the difference? The obvious white, and then it just almost like grays it, monochromes it out. I really like it so far, bro. I'm
a fan.
You dig it?
Yeah.
All right.
That's gonna look good.
So that's 4 coats. We'll check back in with you after number 5. All right, guys, so this is coat number 6, right?
Yep.
Coat number 6. We both got a little heavy right in this lower back bolster area, the lumbar, but guys, it's coming out pretty good. I'm gonna save more in-depth comments for when we're all done, just because I think we'll both have a few more thoughts after we pull that tape, which we're super excited about, both of us. But it's really like, it's looking good. Like you can very noticeably read the GLI and the Recaro. Actually, me and Juan both said the Recaro you can read better than on the factory from like a couple feet away. But I mean, it's going inside of a car. It's no big deal. But we both really do like the monochromatic look that this is giving this. So yeah, I don't know. Here we go. Round 6.
Round 6.
We'll see. All right, guys, so we have 6 coats on, right? We ended with the 6th coat. We let it dry for a while. So we're gonna call it good. I think we got to the color I think we got as dark as we're gonna get, probably.
Not as dark as that's getting.
There wasn't a big change between coat 5 and 6, but we did get, I think, more even coverage now. So I think it's time to pull the tape off. We did pull it down off the table we were using and set it next to the stock one. So you guys can totally see here our difference.
When you want me to pull it.
All right, one sec. Let's see. Yep. So here's OEM. Here's what we got after the dye. All right, man. I think it's time to pull it. Do it. That's crazy looking, bro.
What a difference.
Man, all right. So let's get in closer here. There you guys can see the difference. The colored, the silver stitching to the blacked out, but
That'd actually be kind of a cool effect.
Putting like striping. It would have been crazy, right? But yeah, there's the difference. I like it. Yeah, let's talk about like pros and cons here. What do you think, Juan?
Pros and cons with the Rust-Oleum.
Or preference, or what, general thoughts about our process here.
Laid down really easy. I still do think that the duplicate color is just a little bit, it doesn't harden the material as much.
Yep.
It kind of stays true to what you would expect out of the factory seating.
I agree.
But yeah, there's just something about using that Rust-Oleum. It just
sprays
so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it definitely makes the material stiffer. Like either way, whichever you're using, the material's noticeably stiffer, and this will even be funny, but that's funny. Like it makes the mark on the OEM spot, but it's way, you can maybe hear. Yeah, it's definitely stiffer. And I don't really know if that's a pro or a con yet. Juan, are you brave enough to sit in this? Do you think it's dry enough?
We're gonna find out.
Risk it, and then he can give us the idea if it feels weird. Because that's probably where you notice it the most, in your shoulder bolsters.
Yeah,
right?
no, you're not feeling it.
No?
No.
No difference?
I'll jump over this one.
Yeah.
Didn't leave an indent. My shirt's not black.
Nope, it is not.
All right,
no.
still in a gray shirt.
No. Yep.
I mean, no.
No difference. Seat feel, no difference.
No.
All right, well.
I mean, physically, when you touch it by hand,
Yeah.
there's definitely a difference. But
Definitely.
when you're sitting down on it with clothes on, you really don't.
Yeah, you guys, I don't know if you can tell that. See how this seems like squishy? And then when I press it in here, it's like kind of indents there and like doesn't pop up. It's because it's stiff, but I mean, it works back. And, we were talking about it could be just that once you put them in, you start sitting in them, it'll soften up or whatever. Don't really know if it'll end up cracking at all. It doesn't feel like it's gonna. Like you said, after Juan just sat in it, I don't see any weird lines. I mean, it's not like you did like a 2-hour road trip in this, but I don't see any noticeable line areas. But
I mean, I could see if you were doing like a laminate or like a fake leather, dyeing that.
Sure.
Maybe worried about cracking, but
yeah.
as far as with fabric,
cloth,
I wouldn't really worry about it too much.
Yeah.
No, I definitely wouldn't use it on the leatherette seats in mine.
Yeah.
Right. But as far as dipping a cloth, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
And I still do think the duplicate color set in a little bit darker.
It's crazy because like on the camera, it doesn't even look that different, like side to side, but it looks way different.
Yeah.
It looks way different in person. So I'm really trying to get a good color idea for you guys, right? To like that. Here, I'll keep like the black area. You know what I mean? It's just evens it all out. I think it almost gives me more of a feel of like the Mark II Recaros, like how they're more monochrome, but they still have that texture and stitch in them. So yeah, I don't know what you guys, I don't know, but it's definitely a cost-effective way to completely change your interior if you want to. Obviously Juan's doing that and in the process of doing that to this car and has done it to several other cars, so it's worked out really well for him. Yeah, I don't know what we'll decide to do. If we're gonna do it, if I'll just crazy clean these one more time, even though I already did, and throw them in the car for now. I mean, we can always dye them later. I already have the dye, so I guess that's not super a factor. But yeah, I would say if you guys are interested in this, it's, you know, I think it's always a safe practice to get a product and to test it, but absolutely softest, second softest, definitely stiffest.
It really does make a difference too. You look at the
It does, yeah.
line all the way down.
Yeah, see, you guys definitely can see the color difference, but yeah, the Recaro doesn't barely look different on the camera, but it really, like when you're up close, it really is a good like monochrome, if you guys can see like that. But yeah. All right, guys. Well, I mean, there you have it. I don't know what else there is to say about it. I think if you're looking for a product, there's pros and cons to every product. I think the safest bet is to always get one of each. Do a test, kind of like what me and Juan did here today, is the best way you can know for sure. If you're flying by the seat of your pants and you're like, I just need to do this, we might say go with the Duplicolor.
Yeah.
I think it's probably a better finished product if you take your time with it.
You gotta take your time.
But the Rust-Oleum was like half the price. So it's really your guys' call, especially if it's something that you don't, you know, it looks terrible and you're like, I want the least investment. I think that's a great result, you know, for, you know, a shit box or whatever you're trying to change the color of some interior parts. I think that's adequate. It's absolutely not coming off. They both seem like they have the same amount of durability, and really only time will tell for that. But I mean, Juan's seen the durability, he says it's great. So I don't have any reason to think any otherwise. So I would say I hope this freaking video came to you guys and brought you some good information. If you've ever thought about dyeing any interior in your car, now you have the answer. Thanks again for watching, you guys. Please hit that subscribe button, like the video. Give us what your guys' opinions are on the dye job on the seat. Should we dye all of the seats in the GLI? Should we leave them OEM for now? Comment down below. We'll see you guys on the next one. Factory Fiction, we out.